Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to apply call filters from within CallCabinet's call listing page. This powerful feature includes visual aids that help you stay organized as you review your call data. Once you, as a CallCabinet user, have logged into your account but have not been directed to your account's call listing page, then proceed by clicking on the call listing icon in the left-hand menu. Doing so will take you to your call listings page. For more insight into CallCabinet's automatic redirection, refer to CallCabinet's homepage how-to video in which this feature is described. Rendered is the call listings page, and by default it displays the last 7 days of call volume. The default listing of all your calls start with the most recent entries. On this page, you may apply filters from the filter option menu item that appears beneath the playback transport bar. Clicking on the Add Filter menu reveals the various options you may filter against. You can filter by date range, by call ID, or by call duration, or by extension, which is your agent's phone. You may also filter by a specific agent, as well as any supervisor that has been assigned to agents. You may filter by agent groups, as well as by the number, which is incoming or outbound. And you're able to stipulate a site if you are a multi-tenant operation. And you may filter by tags, as well as filter by flags. Let us demonstrate setting filter constraints. First, we'll set our date range to last year. Click on the Add Filter menu icon, and from the drop-down, select Date Range. From its drop-down, go and select Last Year. Once you're happy with your selection, press the OK button. You will notice that the date range has changed. Now we will concentrate on a specific agent. Click on the Add Filter, click on Agent, and in the Agent Names field, start typing the sequence of characters of the agent that you are wanting to filter against. A list of all possible agents will be displayed, and then you can select the agent that you want. You can add more than one agent to filter if you desire, like this. Notice that if you add yet another agent, those agents that have already been selected are highlighted. You can delete a selected agent by clicking on the X next to their name. Once you're satisfied with your selection, press OK. You will notice that a new constraint has been added to the filter. Now we'll add a number filter that will exclude all calls that don't begin with the number 614. Click on the Add Filter, click on Number from the drop-down, and next we're going to select the condition we want to apply to the number. We will select Starts With, and we enter the number 614. Once we are satisfied with this, we will select OK. Notice that a new constraint has been added to the filter. Once you are happy with the constraints you want to assign to the filter, you need to apply these constraints by pressing the Apply button. There. Applying the filter narrows your results down to a manageable number of calls. If you would like to change a value associated with one of the constraints you have selected, simply press on the pencil icon associated with the constraint you want to change. Once you've made any of the changes and you've pressed the OK button, You will then need to press the Apply button once again to enforce the change you have made. To view detailed information relating to a call that has been found using the filter, a user with the appropriate permissions is able to press the View Call button next to that call. The call details screen will be rendered and displays a wealth of useful information for operations. To return to your filtered results in your call listing page, you must press the back button from within CallCabinet's interface and not the back button of your browser nor the call listing menu item, as pressing the browser back button or the call listing menu item will refresh the call listing page entirely and remove your filter constraints. So by pressing the back button, you will see that all your filter constraints will be preserved in your call listing page. You are able to save your filter settings by clicking on the Saved Filters menu item. In the drop-down that appears, type in the name that you would like to assign the filter. Once done, save that filter. Once the filter has been saved, you're able to reset all the filter to its default constraints by pressing the Reset Filters. And immediately you will notice that you are back to your default call listing page. If you would like to apply your filter that you saved earlier, all you need to do is go to the Saved Filters button, click on the Save Filters button and search for your filter that you created earlier. Press on that filter and immediately you will see that your filter is applied. You may have noticed that some of the columns in our call listing page now have a filter icon associated with them. The reason why these little icons are appearing is because when we applied criteria to our filter, it was based on a particular column. So for instance, we applied criteria on the number column over here, and now we have a filter icon. Likewise with the agent, on the agent column, you'll see that there is an icon. So when you see these icons appear in your call listing page, you will know that it is against these columns that filtering has been applied. Not only are you able to apply criteria to a filter using the Add Filter menu item, you are also able to apply filters on columns. As you hover over each column, notice that a filter icon will appear on the right-hand side of that column. You may then go to any of these columns and then filter against that column. As an example, let us use the extension column to filter that column directly. Notice there is no filter icon next to its name until such time as you hover over the name of that column. Once you do so, the icon appears. Click on that icon and then enter in the criteria that you would like to apply. Once you've entered in that criteria, wait until you see that that entry is valid. If it is valid, click on it. You may enter a new extension if you want to, like we showed you earlier. If you are happy with your selection, press the filter button. Notice that once you press that filter button, that criteria is applied immediately. You can then go and save this filter again under a new name. We can give it test 2 and we can use it at a later stage. Once you have finished with all these filters, again, you can reset all those filters and we're back to the default filtering. This concludes CallCabinet's how-to video on how to use filters in CallCabinet's call listing page. See you in the next video.